Fans are revisiting Zack Snyder's Justice League once again, and are now hailing one iconic scene as Zack Snyder's finest hour. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Throughout the Snyderverse, there have been quite a few epic moments that just can't be countered by any other flick from the DC universe. This stands true even when it comes to those Zack Snyder films that weren't quite welcomed all that warmly, like Justice League, though the filmmaker made up for it with his own Snyder cut of the same. While Warner Brothers failed to keep up with his genius, the extended Snyder cut gave fans just what they had been looking for. This included a finely crafted fight between Henry Cavill's Man of Steel and the rest of the DC superheroes after Ben Affleck's Batman convinced everyone to help him wake Clark back from the dead using the power of a mother box. But the best moment was unarguably when Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman shows up at the Dark Knight's residence to talk about the fight with Darkseid that had already reached them. While the original Justice League cut short this moment with minimal visuals and dialogue as Diana explained about the mother boxes and their threat to Bruce, the Snyder cut didn't hold back. Diving into the extensive history of when a great armada appeared in the sky and Darkseid was met in battle by Earth's defenders, which included the old gods, men, Atlanteans before their descent into the sea, Amazons before their betrayal and enslavement, and guardians from the stars, Diana painted the picture in front of Bruce of how formidable Darkseid was. While the story was one thing, what made it all even better were the stunning visuals as Zack Snyder ensured his viewers could see just how he envisioned Darkseid attacking the planet and the Earth's defenders coming to its rescue. All of this made the Snyder cut seem so much better than the original one that fans can't help but bring it back to reminisce about it now. Because of the beautiful way this scene was crafted visually, it earned a lot of praise from fans worldwide, who are now even remembering it as Snyder's finest hour. But while that credit goes to the filmmaker, fans are also complaining about how Gadot's narration felt like she was reading from a piece of paper, which pretty much ruined the scene. All in all, taking to X, here's what they have to say. In the midst of Zack Snyder's Justice League reviews, one scene stands out as a masterpiece. The detailed narration by Wonder Woman, paired with Snyder's breathtaking visuals, has fans hailing it as Snyder's finest hour. While some may criticize Gal Gadot's delivery, the scene remains an unforgettable moment in the DC Extended Universe. Henry Cavill was reportedly being eyed by Marvel to play the villainous role of one of the deadliest cosmic big bads in the Nova series. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is constantly on the lookout for more and more actors to join the Superverse, and it seems that they have been sincerely considering some DC actors as well. According to the latest reports, this includes the likes of the former Superman from the Snyderverse, Henry Cavill too. While fans might be thinking that the actor has already made his way into the Marvelverse through Deadpool and Wolverine as he embodied that Wolverine variant, this one is different. This is because the actor was reportedly being eyed by the franchise to play one of the universe's deadliest cosmic villains in the now-delayed Nova series. Even before Deadpool and Wolverine came out and gave Henry Cavill a cameo role as the Cavalrine, rumors had been going around that the Man of Steel actor was being eyed by the Marvel Cinematic Universe for a significant role in the franchise. Turns out, those rumors were reportedly not wrong, as per the latest reports. Previously, at My Time to Shine H teased on X that Cavill was being eyed for a role in the upcoming Nova series, but now the source has come forward with some reported revelations. Per at My Time to Shine H, Cavill was apparently being considered to play the role of a major villain, one of the deadliest cosmic big bads in the Marvel Universe, Annihilus. In the comics, Annihilus is an interdimensional insectoid conqueror, and basically a nasty tyrant, who hails from the Negative Zone, which is a pocket dimension located on Earth, 616. To put it simply, he is a nihilist who is only ever obsessed with extending his own lifespan, willing to put an end to whatever being threatens his mere existence. Not only does the character have enhanced Arthrosian physiology and many superhuman abilities with respect to strength, speed, agility, stamina, reflexes, durability, winged flight, self-sustenance and resurrection, and fear-inducement, but he is also a skilled fighter with learned intellect. Not to mention his cosmic control rod, which allows him to control cosmic energy. In fact, the insectoid defeater once even endeavored to take over the entire realm by wielding the rod, which has allowed him all those superhuman abilities due to prolonged exposure to it. Plus, his only weakness is paranoia, as his only fear is losing the rod, which pretty much sends him into a near panic, so he might as well be considered a force not to be reckoned with. While reports about him being considered to play a major role in Nova are one thing, What's really getting to fans is the fact that Annihilus isn't really the character they would want Henry Cavill to play despite the enormity of the respective supervillain's powers. To put it simply, they don't want the universe to put that handsomely chiseled face under a gross helmet like that. Besides that, what's displeasing fans even more are reports that Nova has further been delayed by the studios. In fact, as Deadline reported, insider sources claim that the project was apparently never officially greenlit. However, it may still come to fruition at some point, for the studios simply seem to have shifted their priorities at the moment. Thus said, fans aren't hesitating to let their thoughts known about this entire situation, from the revelation that Cavill was reportedly being eyed to play an interdimensional insectoid conqueror to the news that the series is ostensibly facing further delays. All in all, taking to the comments section of the insider's tweet on X, here's what they have to say. Well, for one, all of these reactions are more than enough to emphasize that while Henry Cavill's being eyed for a major role by the Marvel Cinematic Universe is good enough news for fans, his potential casting as Annihilus in the Nova series is sparking a mixed reaction nonetheless. Perhaps choosing him for a more fitting role like Captain Britain in the MCU would fare better. James Gunn and Zack Snyder in one frame? My brain is already directing the ultimate DCU crossover, and if this isn't a tease, I'm suing for damage. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. James Gunn woke up today and decided, let's break the internet. The filmmaker has been in the business for a few years now, and after giving his fans one of the best superhero franchises of all time, Guardians of the Galaxy, he is now all set to take our breaths away with the upcoming Superman starring David Corenswet. However, today, he was probably in the mood to steer the conversations away from Superman and toward an unlikely duo, him and Zack Snyder. That's right. When I saw James Gunn post an adorable photo with the one and only Zack Snyder, my mind was working overtime to come up with a logical conclusion as to what was going on. And while their cute little photo could be nothing more than, well, a photo, I sure hope it has something to do with a certain project in James Gunn's roster. Two separate universes have collided in real life after James Gunn posted a photo with the former DC director Zack Snyder. Not only were the two geniuses all smiles for the camera, but Gunn also had some pleasant words for the fellow filmmaker. Stating how it's always a pleasure to meet Snyder, he called him a consummate filmmaker and a doubly consummate storyteller. Of course, Snyder's excellence is not unknown to the world, but the praise coming from Gunn just hits differently. Anyway, coming to what this meetup could mean for DCU's future, I wholeheartedly hope that Gunn and Snyder combine their forces for the upcoming The Authority, which is a part of the superhero universe's Gods and Monsters chapter. Think about it, The Authority isn't your average, goody two-shoes superhero team. They are brutal, morally gray, and they get things done. As Gunn once said, it doesn't matter if they have to kill people or change governments, they're gonna do what it takes to make a change in the world, via Collider. And if you take a moment to think about it, there isn't a better duo than Snyder and Gunn to bring this team to life. Snyder's signature aesthetic, dark, gritty, and unapologetically intense, combined with Gunn's writing style that adds raw emotional weight to a story is everything The Authority could need. While Snyder was once criticized for his dark and gritty take on superheroes in films like Man of Steel and Batman v Superman,